Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your boy Tim Aslan here with another crypto update. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday, start to the week. Guys, if you watched the last video, you know how perfectly we predicted this bottom right here. I mean, oh my goodness. Perfect all time high retest. We had the value area low here, we had the golden pocket, and wow, what a move from that. So, anyone caught that? Let me know in the comments. 10% move. Absolutely beautiful. They almost made it too easy. I mean, this is like charting 101, breakout, retest. Like, I think everyone was expecting some kind of like complex correction or whatever, but it was almost too easy. So that's really good. I hope you guys caught some nice longs, maybe on Bitcoin or on some alts. But anyway, now that we had that amazing move up, I want to update everybody. I am heading on vacation in 2 days. I'm already actually out of town from my normal location, so I'm on my laptop. I hope the quality is still good. I made sure to download the right software and everything. So let me know if it's okay. But yeah, so let's recap everything briefly. So, another thing on Twitter too, I mentioned is the monthly open. This was a big support and reversal zone, and I'm going to talk about why we should keep that. But make sure you guys are always marking your monthly open because you can see there was multiple trades you could have taken. Like you could have shorted this, you could have shorted this. Once we flipped above it, you could have longed the retest. So keep the monthly open on your chart. It's really good. Um, but yeah, so we had this great move up here on Bitcoin, and especially this candle was crazy on Sunday. Now, Sunday pumps usually get erased at least a bit, and that's what happened today as we opened in New York. Um, so let's talk about where I think we're going. First of all, let's briefly look at the CME chart because I think that's important. You can see we did have a gap right here left from Bitcoin pumping on the Sunday. So we gapped up right there. So I do think that in the near term, we'll come down and close the gap. That's about 118,300 on the Bitcoin futures chart on CME, which is about $400, $500 more. So that would put us right around 18,000 on the regular Bitcoin chart in order for this gap to get filled. Next, let's look at our perpetual chart from Binance. This is what we're looking at. So from this move down today, we actually bounced right at the weekly open, which was a pretty nice bounce. This was also the value area high of all the volume in the range. So we're holding above it for now, which is good. And we could get some potential upside from here. However, I'm not fully convinced that we'll just start heading back up from here. Very, very possible. And if we do, great. But I'm looking for a trade. And so, what I'm going to do to look for that is chart all the areas of interest for a potential long. Because clearly we broke structure to the upside. We have a bunch of liquidity up here. I mean, it's pretty certain we're going to make all-time highs from this low, but we want to get into that move if we're not already in from this low. So the main area is I pulled my golden pocket from the low to the high. We have this nice golden pocket right here. Check out what it matches. It matches the monthly open perfectly, right? It's right in this zone. We know this zone is a huge support and resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4 taps just on the monthly open. But not only that, we have 3 additional taps as the range low for this entire range on the left. So clearly, this is a huge, 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 huge support area. And it has the monthly open on top of it. Now we have the golden pocket. And lastly, we have the value area low, this white line right here, which also matches perfectly. And then 2 more things to mention. We have some liquidity right there and one little liquidity wick right here. So if I was looking for a trade on this, I'd simply enter right there at the 618. And I would probably toss my stop at this low right here. And then I would target all-time highs for our trade right there. So it'd just be a move down, probably something like this. Boom, boom, boom. Someone screenshot that. This is what I want to see happen. Will it happen perfectly? I'm not sure, but this is what I'd like to happen. So let's remove that. The next area of interest that's actually quite nice is this point of control. If you just look back in this range, I mean, this area has been a great support and resistance. Even right here, bounced below it, got above it, retested it, broke out. And then that's just kind of nice because it also has these wicks right here. So could potentially just get a quick move below and then up. That would match that $118,000 price for the CME gap to be filled. And you could potentially take a long off of it. I'm sure you'll get like a decent reaction, maybe retest the weekly open, and potentially up. But personally, I would be more bullish down here and wanting to look for longs down here rather than here. This could play out, but the risk to reward for me isn't quite there. And there's only 2 confluences. Here there's like 4. So I'd rather wait for this. Now what happens if we just pump from here? Okay, that's fine too. What we would look for is, I think I mentioned it in the previous video, it's this TR pocket up here at 126K. I know some smart guys like Nuke Capital on Twitter. He has 126K as his target as well. So this is where we want to short, guys. I'm guessing everyone will be really, really overly bullish in this area, but I do think that this will be a short-term top, in my opinion. So look for that area. Hopefully we just crush through it, but I'm probably going to be taking short, especially if I have a long from down here. Yeah, so that's Bitcoin, everyone. I hope you like that, and let me know if you have any questions on Bitcoin. Let's check ETH briefly, because I think ETH has been the main highlight recently. I mean, look at that move. And oh yeah, guys, we talked about ETH on the last video. Yearly open. Do you guys remember that? Yearly open, tap, and moon. And remember, there was one other further piece of confluence here, which was the TR pocket. Absolute perfection. I mean, I'm sad I didn't long this. This was at like, what time is that? It's pretty late for me in the evening on a Saturday. So I didn't long this, but if I would have, it literally would have been this. Look at that. 13R from that low. So maybe some of you guys caught it. I know we talked about it in the previous video. If you did, let me know. But anyways, now we're having this crazy move up. And I think people are getting a little too euphoric on this. We have guys like Tom Lee just aping in. I think he bought over $1 billion in the last few days. So yeah, I do think we're going to rinse some people real quick. If you've watched the channel for a while, you know I love this pattern. It's the 3 drives liquidity grab. So what's really important to note is that it's the first initial wick, then we go again, and we never close a candle body above it. You can see that. We wicked it again, swing failure, went down, and then took it again today, and now we're dumping again. I actually took a short here, and I'm good. I'm sitting good right now. I posted this on Twitter too, so make sure you follow on Twitter. The last important thing on this is that if you look, this wick right here never swept the one before it. And then this wick right here never swept the one before it. Now this wick right here never swept the one before it. So all these lows are coming in, but they're not actually taking any liquidity. So they're not adding any fuel to actually make this pump very hard. And so that's why you can see this is a pretty good range. So I would probably pull something from this range low, either to this high or the first initial high. Let's just say the first initial high for now. And, I would kind of expect a deviation where we just come down here and then we go back up. And that would match our ideas for Bitcoin, where we are looking for a little bit of downside on Bitcoin before that upside. Also, if you go on like the macro, there's a couple of different ways I've seen people draw this this trend line, but one of them is using this high right here. And so this would kind of put us in that potential. If this first TR pocket doesn't hold, it would put us in a potential that we broke out of it and then retest this trend line. See, we rejected from this initial trend line right here. Let me make it bolder so we can all see it. Yeah, so this is the trend line. We broke above it and we didn't retest it yet. So if this initial TR pocket doesn't hold, I could see us retesting it before the continued breakout. But that does look pretty low. That does look pretty low. 8%. I mean, that's possible. If a lot of people get rinsed on leverage, that's very possible. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I am short. Stop at entry now. But we got that triple move, and we're most likely coming down here. We'll see. I'm going to post this video now, and we'll see where we are by the time you guys are watching it. Other than that, I'm going to be looking at some altcoins because I think on this move down, a lot of altcoins will probably take a little beating. And then we want to long those. So I'll post on Twitter for those. So make sure you follow there. And then if I see any like really good ones, I'll potentially make a dedicated video to it. However, I am traveling, so I just wanted to get this one out. And I'll do my best to get some more out. And then last time, real briefly, we did talk about on NASDAQ. Remember, NASDAQ was putting in this low right here, testing the all-time high, previous all-time high, same as Bitcoin. And I said, okay, look, we're both testing previous all-time high. We're going to make a new all-time high from here. And that's exactly what happened. So that was really nice to see. Anyways, guys, if you see any crazy altcoin charts that you like, let me know below or tag me on Twitter. I'll have a look at them. But make sure you guys use Bit2Next for the best trading platform. The link below is one that has a deposit bonus. So check that out. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.